else is coming up for you around those kind of peak moments you had?
I would like to share a peak moment with surfing, because I know I already from the beginning I'm sharing a lot of excitement around surfing, but this was a challenging moment with surfing. This was one of the last days where my instructor said, okay, go out at your own risk. It's a very intense day. This was Dominical, Costa Rica. The waves were massive. I think they're 6 to 8 feet. And that is pretty high for me for like a beginner going just like 2 weeks in. I get past the break, and right when I'm starting to catch some waves, I get tumbled by a massive one. Now I'm under the water for 10 to 20 seconds, and this wave really knocked me out. I gasped for air when I got the chance. So I go, and then right when I get that air, another wave hits me. And that's typically you have a little bit more time before the next wave comes. So I'm tumbled twice, 10 to 20 seconds, which felt like a lifetime. And I felt defeated. I went out. I sat by a rock outside on the sand, watching the surf, watching these waves, and that they, reflecting on that experience. And suddenly I felt a lot of tears come up, and I breathed into those tears. I had the wave within me. I did Wim Hof method, which is a method breathing practice that I talked about in my previous episode. I'm breathing into it. So it's like this, breathing in, and then I'm crying, and I'm letting go of something that I haven't let go of my whole life, which was just processing that fear and that trauma. I realized at that moment, after 10 to 20 minutes, that I got to go back out. Now, the whole group was saying, no, Ari, we got to go. We have to go to our next thing. And I said, no, I was stubborn. I was passionate and so motivated to go back out. So I go out, and getting past the break where the waves are crashing right on you could be pretty challenging. So you have to either go under the wave or step off your board and then go back right on, and then you're swimming. It's really intense. But I keep on going. And I catch one of the best waves of my life, gliding 10, 20 seconds, the biggest smile on my face. And that was one of the most happiest moments of my life. That was one of the most meaningful moments of my life, because I needed to go back out at that time when I was the most afraid. And every time I go back in the water, in the ocean, that fear's still there. But it's about recognizing what a person's capable of, what I'm capable of, and not settling for less. That's the real power. That Kurt Hahn, the founder of Outward Bound, that was a quote that was posted in our base camp. It was the moment you realized what you're capable of, you'll never be able to settle for less.
And that sounds like that moment was that for you. That was that moment incarnated, was realizing what you're capable of, both of overcoming. I'm hearing you overcame this emotional challenge, moving through your fear, trauma, and then so quickly then fighting through, and then finding this moment of bliss. Right? You describe that as bliss, that moment, or of achievement, or of lightness. What is that feeling of being 10, 20 seconds after coming out of that shadow? What's that like, of that 10, 20 seconds on the board there?
You feel weightless when you're surfing. And not only was there a physical weightlessness, but a emotional release. I felt so healthy at that moment. I felt it was a moment of liberation. It was a moment of truth and of inner peace that I haven't felt before.